I know some of you are like, Terry, no, 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 no. That's not how you do it. You forgot something really important. Problem is, I can't hear you. Buenos dias. Today is Wednesday, March 18th, 11:46 a.m. Guess when I'm starting today? Simplicity 9239. As I was trying to decide what my next project was going to be, in that batch cut that I cut out. It is snowing. Kids had a 2-hour delay, and I'm like, I could still get some wear out of this. I feel like I could get some wear out of it anyway, because if you will recall, I am using this wool blend here, which is very soft. It's not itchy at all. I'm using this in conjunction with this denim here, right? So I feel like I can wear this, all year long. I plan to do some traveling this summer. Airports, airplanes, you never know if it's going to be hot or cold. This jacket is also unlined. I do see that I added some seam allowance, so I knew right away that I was going to do a different finish on this jacket. So I think I had flat felled seams in mind. And I know there's several ways you can do it, but I just need to figure out how I want to do it. I'm going to mark it today. I have to cut out the inner facings. I don't know that I'll get to sew anything today. I could just get the markings and the inner facings done, which I would be fine with. I would be well okay with that. I'm excited about this jacket. Hopefully you are having a great day. I hope that all is well with you. And until next time, take care. Hello, hello. It is the next day, and I did not mark the entire pattern. I cut the inner facing, and so I decided I'll just do this as I grab this piece. I have started on the pockets. I decided that I wanted to add this upholstery fabric. Isn't that pretty? I'm using this as, remember you saw this on the cut it out video. So I'm going to see how that looks. This may end up being this fabric, but we'll see. I have the bottom pocket on. I'm just going to sew the top pocket. Now, I find that this fabric stretches a little bit, like it stretched a little already. So I hope this works. If I have to change it, I will. Because I don't want to cut into any more of this fabric. I have some on my shelf to sell, so I have some alternatives here. See what I mean? It's a little stretchy. Let's see. If it looks fine, I'll leave it, because I do want this pocket at the top. Yeah, this does not look terrible, so I'm going to leave it like that. I'll be back. So far, I love it. I had to adjust the pattern. It was way too long, so I shortened this by 3 1/4 and this by about 1 inch. This pattern will have you to cut just one piece 4, which is the back yoke. And every time I see cut 1, I always cut 2, because I know that I don't want this raw edge here. I don't want to have to finish it, so I'm just going to do like a burrito method. So let's see if I remember how to do that. All right, so let me see if I can remember how to do this. Oh my goodness, isn't that gorgeous? That is so gorgeous. Here's my second piece that I cut. Okay, and this would be right sides together. So I know that, all right, let's see. I know that I want this to be, okay, like this. Oh, I know. So I stitched this. I probably could have stitched those two at the same time, right? And then I roll this under. Yeah, I got it. Okay, let me do that and I'll come right back. Now I'm going to stitch this. All right, so I'm just going to iron this, but what's going to happen happen is the inside will look just as nice as the outside. So I'm just going to press this and then come back and stitch the shoulders together.
Stitch the shoulders together.
I want to stitch this right side with this right side, but I have all this in the middle. So instead of allowing it to stay bunched up like that, I just roll it like a burrito. I don't know, did Margaret Islander come up with this? Who first coined the burrito method? I think it was Margaret. Was it Margaret Islander? Somebody tell me if you know. All right, so now I'll be able to stitch right side together, right side together. I don't think I'll do it any other way. I mean, whenever I have a pattern that calls for a yoke, this is my go-to. All right, so I am going to press all this. Okay, you gotta laugh. I know some of you are like, Terry, no, that's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. You forgot something really important. Problem is I can't hear you, okay? So the last time I did this method based on memory was when I did my 1940s vintage loungewear. I did the same thing that I did right here. I have to attach the back to the front, but this is so beautiful, so gorgeous. But how on earth could I do that? Right? I can't. So at some point you have to attach the front to the back to have it all enclosed. I want that under here too. So I'm going to take this loose and do it over. And I'll be back. I'll be back. So 2 minutes later, took me 2 minutes to take that out. I will attach the front to the back, just like I normally would if I didn't have this second piece here, right? So I'm just gonna drop that piece down. Just drop that down like that. Attach front to back like we know to do and we normally would. And then these two right sides go together. So you know you're right because this will be the inside and this will be the inside. And now you have front to back. You don't just have the yoke, the two pieces of yoke. I'm going to stitch this across here, give it a good press, and then I'll show you what I've got. I love a good burrito. Don't you? With everything in it, no missing parts. Got my burrito. Anybody hungry? All right. So I'm going to go through the neck part. This is the biggest part here. I'm just going to give the sleeve some support. Ta-da! Now we cooking with oil. Hola! Today is Friday, March 20th, and I am here with Simplicity 9239. This is the second pattern that I've started in my Cut It Out, I'm gonna say series for lack of a better word. I batch cut back in the summer of last year, I batch cut a lot of stuff, and so now I'm sewing it up. That's the short end of the story. You could check out some of the other videos to get caught up if you wanted to, and if not, that's okay too. But here we are today.